haven't seen it all, but we've seen enough of this country to come to one conclusion. It's beautiful. In this episode, we will explore Brașov and then Busteni, both in the breathtaking Carpathian mountains. We finally will be meeting up with our friends Jacob and Jenny. After a year of friendship, we are actually meeting in person for the first time. It should be no surprise that this gorgeous country came to the top of our list at the exact same time. This is Romania, and it's marvelous. We start off in Brașov, at the Black Church. This church, originally named after Saint Mary, is a symbol of the city. It is imposing yet impressive. Inside there is 600 years of faith and history. In 1689, a devastating fire destroyed significant portions of the town, and also damaged the church. Flames and smoke blackened the walls. Its gigantic roofing caught fire and collapsed. Its reconstruction began immediately, and lasted almost 100 years. So one of the main things that we wanted to do here was go to the top of this mountain. Kati, because she wanted a beautiful view and she wanted to be in nature. For me, I wanted to go to the top of this mountain because it's spelt Tampa, which is the name of the city in which I was born. I know it's pronounced Timpa, but to me it's Tampa, so you have to deal with it, guys. But it looks like this line for the cable car up to the very top is insane. And I think in a different city, we're gonna have an opportunity to take a cable car up to the top to a really good viewing point. So I think we're gonna have to skip this. Normally we wake up super early and we go out and we see the top things, the most popular things there is to do in a city, but here we slept in, we actually stopped by, had some breakfast, some American style pancakes. Kati was able to get a delicious fresh croissant from one of these local bakeries down in the Old Town area. And for those reasons, it's 12:30 right now and this line looks absolutely insane. Everyone's face as they're coming up here is just in shock and disbelief. So I think we're gonna have to take a pass on going up to the top of the mountain today, but we'll still enjoy this area with the nature, and maybe there's a little park around here to sit around and just watch and breathe in the fresh air for now.
We've lost track of time just walking through the streets, and I think it's almost 2 o'clock and we're just now sitting down for lunch. We did have a few spots pinned because we're vegetarian, so we pre-looked to see what vegetarian options there were in the city, and there's tons. But as we were walking through looking at some of those restaurants, we passed by this restaurant that's called Peles, and it says Transylvanian restaurant, and a lot of the ones we saved weren't necessarily local food. So we peeped at the menu that's outside, which I love because it makes it easy just to look at the menu and not bother the staff unless you know you're going to sit and eat. So they had the most unique and the most options for vegetarians. And here we have a spinach puree with Transylvanian dumplings filled with cheese, which looks delicious. And then we have a green lentil loaf with fresh green salad. So it looks like a meatloaf, but it's made with lentils. We're excited to dive in, and yeah, it just smells so good. Maybe I'm just that hungry, but it smells fantastic. Okay, piece of dumpling with some of the spinach puree. Tons of spices and it tastes great. Okay, let's try the lentil loaf. I keep wanting to say meatloaf. That's really good. I think it tastes some like maybe cumin or some of those like exotic spices. We're gonna dive in. This is is one of the most narrowest streets in all of Europe, and it was used as a firefighter's passageway to get from one street to the other. Oh, see, it's really narrow. And apparently it's like now artists have like come and drawn on it, although I don't think these are artists, but I think you are allowed to write on it because there was a sign that said, please only sign it like in the appropriate places. I can't even like spread out my arms like straight. That's how narrow it is. You can't do it.
Oh yeah. It's actually 8, not 6. Oh, it's 6. So in my then we can maybe go back to the black church. Oh, 6. So we do. And actually we can ask them how long.
And that's it.
Is this why they call it String Street? Because there's a string statue?
Yeah.
So one of the things you notice as you're walking around the city is that you have to go for a while before you get to an alleyway or a proper street. So I can definitely see the use of this alleyway as a quick way for, firefighters or emergency personnel to cut through to get to where they need to in the city, because even in the morning, or I guess the afternoon, when we were looking for the cable car, it's like we had to walk way out of our way in order to find a street that would cut through to get to where we needed to go. So there's definitely a lot of value in that street, even though it's super narrow.
It is amazing, and it will probably end up being my favorite, especially this Old Town area. I love all the different types of buildings and the different unique colors. And it's not just like the pastel-y colors that you see like in, Poland, but like all these just unique greens and yellows and mustards, and it just really gives it character to the city. And this city is packed with people. I mean, I know we're out on a Saturday, but it's cool just to walk around and see not just locals, but a bunch of tourists, because I'm hearing different languages being spoken, and it's definitely a lot of vibing going on, especially in that like Piazza, Plaza, central area we were in. They're setting up for like a jazz festival, so there's just a lot of stuff going on around here. And also, all the locals have been incredibly kind, both like people in the restaurants when they're serving and just walking around, even where we're staying at, just the locals in that area. And again, when we learn a few words in their languages, like thank you, they're just super appreciative. And I think we're really gonna enjoy this country, and if this is a taste of it, I'm pumped.
So not only do we have wonderful birthday decorations around our new house for this week, but we have the finest of local wines.
No, and we saw that in the store today.
Yeah.
Did you know that Malbec's my favorite?
It's my favorite.
Shut up.
So we have this wine right here, which is from Moldova, which is nice.
Yeah.
You know, they have a very good relationship still. And Prince Vlad wine as well.
Our friends Katy and Will got this wine, and it's Prince Vlad wine. All right, I'm passing it to Will.
Please don't break our bottle opener.
It's not ours.
Oh, okay, we can break it.
See, he's like 6 foot.
You ready for this pop? Yeah, I'm like 6'7", so it's easier for me to open wine.
Woo!
Whoa!
All right, well, pour away.
All right, so do we know how to say this? Fitiasca negra, which roughly translates to black girl. So I'm a little offended by that, but most of the wine around this region seems to be that name, so let's try it out. So let's see the color on this.
Ooh, nice. It's pretty dark.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's a red wine, but that is really, really dark.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like red wines that you can see through, and this one's... That's my expert analysis, is I don't like ones that you can see through. So let's give it a try.
See what kind of notes you smell before you sip it. We can't see through it. It is nice and dark.
Passes the Jenny test. Wait, cheers first.
Norak.
Narak! Woo! Ooh. I feel like it's pretty mild. I'm a big fan. I like it.
It's nice and flavorful. It's not dry. It's not like bitter.
No,
I mean, this is really smooth, very drinkable. Romania knows what they're doing when it comes to wine.
Get it?
It's so close to us. Oh my goodness.
Patty, don't be a hero.
It's literally so close to us right now. Oh my goodness. My heart is racing. It's looking at us. Looks right at me. This is crazy.
He's sitting. Good boy.
Oh my gosh, it literally just crossed the street right in front of us. It's right there. Is this bad? What the heck? It's probably so used to humans. That is so crazy.
Today we're at Peles Castle, summer home of the original King and Queen of Romania, King Carol I and Queen Elizabeth. Also, this is the first castle in Europe to have central heating, electricity, and hot and cold water, plus many more modern technologies. Let's go inside.
It looks like Bill's castle. This is so pretty. Like this, I knew was gonna be my favorite part of this castle, this courtyard area. Look at all that wood architecture detail.
So while the girls are super excited about all the decorations and how awesome this place looks, it looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale, which is completely fair. I'm personally excited about the plaques over my left shoulder. So we have King Carol I, and then right next to him, we have Ferdinand I, which I think was his nephew, which then was the second king. Then on the other plaque, there's another pair of faces. There's King Carol II, and then his son, King Michael, the last king of Romania. So we have the first king of Romania's head out here, and then the last king of Romania's head out here. Let's go inside. our backpacks around, so this is what it looks like. So this is gonna be a lot of fun going up and down the stairs with a backpack backwards. Also, I don't know if it's the amount of people, but it feels like the central heating is definitely on today. Most places we've been to have been really loud, like even when we went to like the bear sanctuary, but this actually feels like we're in a library, but it's really, really quiet, which is good. Everyone's being nice and respectful today. Even just the very first room you're allowed to go to is definitely worth the price of admission. So there's still a lot more to see, but we're already just blown away by the entrance here. And now we're about to go into the weapons room, which looks pretty intense. In the other room, they have a replica of King Carol I's crown. So we're gonna have to go find the real one that I believe is in one of the museums in Bucharest. I'm pretty sure King Carol I had one of the biggest weapons collection in all of Europe, and I can see why. Everything is out here on display, and there are tons of weapons, including like this really cool thing over here. I think it's like some kind of like 2-dagger sword. This office area is just incredible. I mean, the king's desk is huge. It's like one of the biggest desks I've ever seen. And then he's got the stand-up writing desk. And then it's just very, very sad. King Carol and Queen Elizabeth's daughter, like only... The thing I watched said she didn't even make it to 4 years. She just made it to 3 years and 7 months. And everything just changed in the line of the royal family, right? Because their daughter died. So instead of their daughter taking over as queen, had to go to their nephew, Ferdinand I. So much changed because unfortunately she passed at such a young age. But there's still this really beautiful painting in remembrance of her.
This room is not only awesome because of all the amazing books, but he also had a secret passageway, and there's a stairwell right here that goes up to the second floor. And you can even see like the hinge of the door right here.
Remember when we were in France and we went past the secret convenience store to get up to the bar up top?
Yeah. That was really cool, yeah.
They took their idea from here.
Yeah.
Did you see the I guess, loft area?
Eli kun tämä on salaovi, niin se kuningas pääsi suoraan tästä. Joku tämmönen...
What do you think so far?
So cool. This room right here was where the Romanian Neutrality Act was signed, and it was enacted for the first 2 years of World War I.
What do you think so far of this castle, Jacob?
I think it's worth the price. I think it's pretty great. There's so much to see here.
What do you think?
Definitely worth the price, and the first floor is a lot bigger than I expected because I know you have to pay per floor, but I think once we get through the first floor, I think we'll be like satisfied with being able to see a good variety of the castle.
When you're visiting amazing places like this, you just want to put yourself there. Like, can you imagine the Queen of Romania just playing harp or like piano for you while you just sit in these beautiful, gorgeous, very comfortable chairs? Like, this would be a place we'd hang out for hours and hours a day. We have one of our first sightings of Jesus. How do you feel about it?
Sightings of Jesus?
Yeah, isn't that
Where?
Jesus over there?
Oh, nice. Good job, King. This room is really bright. A lot of gold. The chandelier's really pretty. Is this the ones that are made of the Italian glass?
He said this is the most popular room, and he was like, it's crazy that there's not very many people in here right now, because normally he's like, this room is like flooded. So we got it at a good time.
Remember when we were in Poland and they had these nice thrones, and under it they had like, they said they had a secret toilet spot? So we gotta be on the lookout for that, for the nice.
Yeah.
Salute.
I think we could smell it.
Well, hopefully they're not still using the toilets here.
I don't
Let's
know.
try.
I haven't seen one.
It's worth a shot, right?
Use the toilet. I'm kidding.
I've never been kicked out of a palace before.
First time for everything.
Let's do it. I think this room is my favorite one because of all the chandeliers. I mean, it can't be good for you, but I just want to stare at these chandeliers all day, like all the different colored blown glass, I guess, that they have. And it's the same glass around the mirror also. Like, this is really, really awesome. All right, we're in the ballroom. Get to dancing.
We have a painting of Giorgio Vasari, which is
Also, all of my favorite statues are made out of marble, and there's all kinds of marble engravings, including, I think, the fireplace over there. Super beautiful. And we got here right when it opened at 9:15, and we got really fortunate. I think there's only like one big tour group besides us, so, you know, we're not having to kind of rush through this. There's not a bunch of people. Everything is really nice here. This is the dining room, which is absolutely huge. In the back there is a buffet. In the center of the buffet, there's a dumb waiter, so they can bring the stuff from the kitchen here, just based off the dumb waiter, instead of having to go down to the kitchen and actually get it themselves.
This was the room I was most excited to see because it's themed like Moorish, and that's like the one architecture we haven't seen yet in our travels. So I was looking forward to seeing it. Lived up to my hype. And back here, that door all the way to the left of the marble is like a secret room where they hung out, and like it was like a billiard room, like they had pool tables and cards and stuff. We saw it on a video, so we can't go in there though.
Are you reading through your world history book that you got in college in America to learn more details?
Phone.
Oh.
I mean, I learned a lot more with my phone than I learned with the textbook. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of research on the Moors, and it says that it's the 4th planet from the sun, and it's like red. It's interesting.
More is the red planet. This view is awesome with like the paintings peeking through the archways, kind of like they're looking over at you.
Exit room. It's the most beautiful room in my opinion. I mean, just the white.
Well, you got the most beautiful girls, so. Yeah.
This older couple came by and they're like, hello, we're like, goodbye.
You should start handing out people's coats to strangers.
Yeah, good idea.
Thanks for visiting.
You have change? Yes. This one. Yeah. Mulțumesc. La revedere. Okay, now we got change. We got a basket of berries, which we've done a few times here in Romania.
So cute.
Yeah. The last time we didn't have as many blackberries, so now we get blackberries. And I have somebody to share it with because he doesn't eat as many berries as I do.
Oh, they're very soft.
Yeah?
They don't, like, I feel like normally blackberries are like super sour, like
Yeah.
very tart, but these ones are very mild actually.
The same thing with the raspberries, yeah. Last time they were nice.
Yeah. It's more mild. I think I like that better actually.
We were looking for this when we were at Castle. It's not as hot here, but I still think I need one.
Bless
So, how much? Oh, 10?
10 lei.
10. So 10 lei. And purple is my favorite color. So, it's not a souvenir, but it's definitely a needed item.
We're here at the castle that was the filming location of the Wednesday show that's on Netflix. So I didn't really know that that was a thing, but Jacob and Jenny pointed that out to us, so we can go and tour the grounds for $4 a piece. We're not going to go inside, but there's a lot out here on the grounds to check out, so let's explore. We got really fortunate with our location here in Busteni because we are right next to the train station. It's like a 10-minute walk, which is the closest we've ever stayed at in comparison to any train station that we've had to actually use. And we were able to walk to this castle in like 5 minutes. So A+ for our location here. Okay, we're here at the Lovelock Heart outside of the Wednesday Castle.
It's perfect because it combines two hearts into one.
Yes. Oh. And that's true love.
He's mine. Get out of here.
No, but
Wait,
this
I
is
just
cool
have my
because
umbrella.
like in Paris, there's like a bridge, and there's other places around the world that we've been to that there's like places that you can put your love lock onto a metal bridge, but they really frown upon that now because of all the rain. It kind of corrodes the locks and messes everything up, and then that leaks into the river. But here, it's just grass, it's just sand, so there's no problem. Jenny and Jacob. Wait, that sounds wrong. Jacob and Jenny. Actually, this is the photo spot for you guys. You can read. No, you got to be over here.
Oh, yeah.
The angel?
No.
Oh, this is perfect! Jacob!
Jacob, Mrs. Adams is calling you.
Wow, look at us! Are we cute?
There's like a castle moat kind of entrance, and then there's like a fancy car in here, and then there's even like a restaurant. So there's a lot of stuff going on the grounds here. Apparently this is where Wednesday did all of her archery. Right over there. Everyone knows how to say your name here because they call for their children and you answer.
Yeah, they keep saying Kati. Like, I hear it very often. And he goes, Kati, Katerina. I was like, oh, that's my name.
That man had a fake gun, but we thought it was real, and we were like...
He was just smiling, holding his gun. We gotta get out of here.
Romania is a beautiful country. We are so grateful that we were able to visit. Thank you for watching this video. This is WITY Travels. What could possibly be next?